major milestone. And for those of you that have been around for a while, you know that about 5 years ago, I think it was 2009, when I was still at the time provincial president, we decided that we were becoming increasingly aware that many of our kids come to us with many challenges. And of course, our job is to try to educate our students. A lot of feedback. How do I do that? Is that better?
Yes.
That's better. Okay, sorry. You know that some of our kids show up at school and they're hungry, and we have lots of breakfast programs and lunch programs, and some of our kids show up without a good coat in the wintertime, and so we have jacket programs, and all of our kids come to us and we try to educate them with the program and the curriculum of study. But we became increasingly aware that unfortunately some of our students come to us with mental health issues and mental health concerns. And so we decided that given the nature of who we are as a profession, and wanting to deal with the whole child, including children that have problems, 5 years ago we entered into a partnership with the Canadian Mental Health Association, and we created a program, and our partnership is called Healthy Minds, Bright Futures, trying to do the best we can for all of our kids, regardless of the issues they bring to us. And that's one of the joys and sometimes some of the trials of public education, but that's who we are and that's what we do. So last month, we were talking about our 75th anniversary. We said, how about $7,500? And good luck being the free spending guy that he is, and I wanted to make it an even 10 grand. And so I'm here today to make a presentation to Lorraine McNeil. I have to tell you, this was a fun phone call. Like, you don't often get to phone somebody and say, so I said, so Lorraine, what are you doing next Wednesday? And of course, she doesn't know who I am, right? So Lorraine, what are you doing next Wednesday night? Nothing. So then I said, I was at Calgary Public Teachers Local, and I'd like you to come to a CSR meeting. What's a CSR meeting? I said, I'd like to give you $10,000. She went, what? I said, now that I have your attention, could I tell you a story about this chick? She said, oh yeah, please do. So we had a great conversation. We both have had a good chuckle over it because it was a fun conversation for me to make, and I think it was a fun conversation for Lorraine to receive. We had a great conversation about her home part of the country. If you ever get a chance to go, I'll put in a little plug so she doesn't have to, Cape Breton Island. And we talked about the Red Shoe Pub in Mabou. And they have great beer, and they've got great chicken wings. And as I was there with my wife a couple summers ago, a ceilidh broke out. And we talked about having a ceilidh and this spontaneous stuff that happens only in Cape Breton, which is really a lovely part of our country. But Lorraine, welcome this evening. I told her we weren't going to keep her long. And so we have this. This is the presentation one, the real one's here in my pocket, so this is the one that really counts, but this one looks good. But Lorraine, on behalf of Calgary Public Teachers, and this comes from the local, this is not from the board, this is from the teaching profession, Calgary Public Teachers Local number 38. We in the office look after as much as we can issues for the teachers, and they said this is an issue for us as a profession, and on behalf of all of us here and all of the folks that these folks represent, I want to present you this check for $10,000 to go to the Calgary Mental Health Association. Here's the display one, and here's the important one. I would like for you to say a few words.
And I just want to let you know that my dad was a teacher for 38 years and loved every day, so I applaud everything you do for our community and for the children that you serve. So from our perspective, we have a youth mental health education program, and some of you may know Ashley or Kimberly that may be in your high schools and junior highs, and we've been doing this for a number of years, and with the cooperation of teachers, we've been able to provide information and some awareness sessions on what is mental health. We talk about suicide prevention, we talk about stress, and we talk about how we can reduce stigma. And as most of you are aware, all of these issues are pretty prevalent in our schools and our community. So the fact that you partner with us and allow us to come in and reach the youth we are able to is a really important part of our work. And when I thought about this, last year we reached over 23,000 youth. And I kind of did a little bit of math here, and I think this investment's probably going to allow us to reach an extra 1,500 youth. That's major. And the other thing we're working on right now is a very top-notch youth mental health website. So I will keep in touch and provide some information to Frank when we launch that website. And again, it's designed to be a resource for teachers and for families and for youth. So again, I'm very happy to take this big check back to the office tomorrow, and we'll take a photo, and you'll probably, if any of you follow Twitter and CMHA Calgary Region, you'll see a big public thank you. So have a wonderful evening.